Hello children, and welcome to the world of Wibberley Bear. Today's story is called Gone Fishing. It was a warm summer day and Jackie Bear thought he would call on Wibberley and ask him out to play. He strolled down Dillywood Lane and knocked on the door of number 27. 3 times he knocked, but there was no answer. What a shame, he thought. But as he turned to walk away he saw Mrs. Bear coming down the lane. "Hello, Mrs. Bear," he said. "I called to see if Wibberley would like to come out to play, but there is no answer." "I am sorry, but he is not in," she said. "He was up early today and went fishing down at the lake. He said he was going to catch some fish for our lunch." "OK," said Jackie. "In that case I will walk to the lake to find him, and maybe he can catch fish for my lunch too." "Well, tell him from me, please, that he must be back here by 1 o'clock, because we have to go shopping this afternoon," said Mrs. Bear. Off Jackie went, skipping down the lane to the lake to meet his friend Wibberley. When he got to the lake, Wibberley was nowhere to be seen. Strange, he thought, but as he looked harder, he saw a fishing rod propped up on a rock with its line going into the water. When he walked closer, he realised why he could not see him. Wibberley was sound asleep in the long grass. "Hey, wake up!" he shouted. "You won't catch anything if you are asleep." Wibberley stirred and rubbed his eyes. "Oh, hello, Jackie," he said. "I must have dozed off." "Don't you know that your mummy is expecting you to catch fish for your lunch?" said Jackie, "and you should be home by 1 o'clock." "What time is it now?" said Wibberley. 12 o'clock, said Jackie. "That does not give you much time to catch your lunch." "Whoa!" said Wibberley. "I think I've caught something." He slowly pulled in the fishing line. It felt very heavy, heavy enough for a big fish. "Oh no," he said as he pulled it out of the water. It was not a fish at all, just an old kettle that somebody had thrown into the lake. "Well, that won't do at all for lunch," he said sadly. Wibberley put his fishing line back in the water and waited and waited. Then after a while he shouted out, "I have definitely caught something this time," and with that he pulled the line out of the water again. As he did so, Jackie Bear burst out laughing. Wibberley had not caught a fish at all, only an old shoe. "Hey, look at the time. We have to go," said Jackie. "But I have not caught any fish for lunch. What will Mummy say?" said Wibberley. "Don't worry, I have a plan," said Jackie. "We can call at the fish shop and buy 2 fish and say we caught them. Your mummy will never know, and she will think you are good fishermen." "Good idea," said Wibberley, and off they went to the fish shop. "Hello, Mr. Sprat. Can I have 2 fish for my lunch, please?" said Wibberley. "Of course you can, young bear," said Mr. Sprat, and he handed over 2 of his best fish. "Just a minute, young bear," he said. "Don't you know you have to pay for those?" "Oh," said Wibberley, "I forgot about that. Can I take these fish home and come straight back with your money?" "That will be fine," said Mr. Sprat, and off went the 2 bears, feeling very pleased with their day's fishing. When Wibberley got home and gave Mummy Bear the fish, she thought he was a very clever bear, so she gave Wibberley and Jackie some lemonade and told them to watch some television while she cooked the fish. The 2 little bears were so pleased with themselves that they forgot to take the money for the fish back to Mr. Sprat. Soon they were sitting at the table eating their fish. There was a loud knock at the door. "I will see who it is," said Mummy Bear as she walked to the door. "Why, Mr. Sprat," she said. "What a surprise!" After Mr. Sprat had told his story about the fish not being paid for, Wibberley's mummy was not very pleased. Jackie Bear had seen Mr. Sprat at the door and knew they had been found out. He jumped up from the table and ran to the door saying, "Goodbye, Mrs. Bear, it's time I went home now." But Wibberley had to stay and face Mr. Sprat. Mrs. Bear came into the room with Mr. Sprat and she looked angry. "I don't mind if you did not catch any fish," she said, "but you got them at a fish shop and told me you caught them, which is a lie, and that is not very nice. Now go and pay Mr. Sprat and tell him you are sorry." Wibberley felt bad about being caught out, and said sorry to his mummy and to Mr. Sprat. As he turned to go back to the table, he heard Mr. Sprat call out. "Wibberley," he shouted, "the next time you want to go fishing, I will come with you and show you the proper way to catch fish." And so it was that Wibberley learned two lessons. One was not to lie to his mummy, and the other was how to catch fish.